Hello ladies and gentlemen, in another tutorial with my YouTube channel SolidWorks Expert with Mohammed Bushnaq. So today I will be introducing the surfacing module SolidWorks. This is a fast tutorial, so I will be going through all those features here very fast, and you will be seeing what they do one by one. So let's begin with the extruded surface feature. In order to create to work with the extruded surface feature, first we have to make a sketch in the plane, and let's make an example. Let's take spline, because surfaces generally are in complex shapes when we work with them. Okay, let's take this shape here, and then let's go to surfaces and extrude that sketch. So this is how the surfacing extrude the surface work. So those are the start condition, those are the end conditions, and of course we can add an angle here. As you see, it's the same as the feature in the extrude boss, but we are working with the surface here. We are not working with the body. So as you see, we can reverse the angle here. We can give it another direction, and if we have a lot of entities or segments, we can select the one that we want to work with. So let's keep this form. As we see, this shape here, this is what we can create with the surfacing. We can create any shape we want with the surfacing. So let's pass to the resolved feature, resolved surface. Okay, let's begin. Let's take another plane. It's the same as the resolved one, but let's give it another spline, like this one. So ladies and gentlemen, so let's do the resolved feature. Okay, this is the profile, and we need to create a center line. Okay, let's now go to the surfacing, resolve it, and like you see, that this is what this feature do, the resolved surface resolve feature, and we can give it an angle here. As you see, we can give it 270. And we can manipulate it as we want. And we can even give it a second direction, or make it middle plane, like this. Let's leave it like this. Okay, this is what the resolved surface do. Okay, let's pass to the next feature, the sweep surface. The sweep surface, we need to create a path. Let's create the path here. Create any shape we want, like this shape. This is the path that the surface is going to follow. The profile is going to follow. Let's make it tangent. Okay, like this one. Give it like this. Tangent again. Okay. Now this is the profile, and we need to create this is the path, and we need to create the profile. For us to create a profile, we need to make a plane in this point, and we have to select to do a plane, and select a line and the point, and it will be selected by the plane will be done like this, and then we have to select this plane and do another sketch, and we can give it like example a polygon sketch here. Okay, like this, like this one, and let's go to surfacing and select the sweep feature, and we select the profile, and then we select the path of the profile, and it is done. And as you see, it is done by surfacique way. The same thing will be done by this feature here, but the feature in the surfacing will give us surfaces to keep it open. and we can add also guide curves here for us to shape this feature, so we can shape it as desired. And we can also work with a surface circular profile. It is standard, we only give it a path, the path, and it will give us a circular profile. And we also have other options. I will be showing it to you next. Now, okay, let's return this one. And as you see here, we also have the option to follow a path or to twist along the path. Okay, let's try twist value, and we can add a twisting value like this one. And if we return to this sketch here and we try to change the position like this one, do you see the preview what's happening? There are changements in the see, it is not the same. Now it is not working because we have a small radius. We need to make this sketch bigger. Okay, let's make it bigger like this one. Let's make the radius bigger. See what's happening here right now. The preview reappear again, and this is what happened. The profile is twisting around the path like this one. That's what the sweep feature do. Okay, next we are going to the loft surface. For us to work with the loft surface, we need first to make planes to work on. Okay, let's take this one here, and by pressing the Ctrl key and selecting it like this. Okay, let's give it 500, and then let's give it 2 here. You can make 2 or 3 maybe, 3 planes. Okay, let's work on those 3 planes. Let's make the first sketch. Let's give it a rectangular shape. Then let's work on this one here. Give it any slot shape. Let's give it a slot shape like this. Okay. Let's go to the final one and try giving it a polygon shape here, or maybe an ellipse shape. Okay, like this one here. We also can select this point and make it horizontal. Okay, now we have 3 sketches here, and we also can, as you see here, we can also make another 3D sketch here, so we can create guide curves as desired. We can give it curves like this. First we have to make sure we are working on the right plane. We are now working on the Y and X plane. Okay, we can give it like this one, like this shape, and we also can give it see here the shape, and we also can give it another shape here. Let's do another 3D sketch here, 3D sketch. Then we can go and work like, we need to change the plane. We are now on the right plane, and we can select this one here, and then can work on this one. Okay, and as you see, you can manipulate it as desired here. Like you see right now, the shape, the real shape. Okay, we can also get out of this sketch, and by pressing this one, we can change it a little like this. Okay, let's try now working with the surfacing loft feature. Okay, now we select the profiles that we are working with. This one here, and then this one. and you see this is the basic form that we are working with, and we can put the start and the end condition to make them normal, and we can also add guide curves here by selecting those sketches that we have made. Okay, done. You see what's happening here. The surfacing is following that sketch, and we can also add as many as we want, like this one here. Okay, see, now it is following both of the guide curves at the same time. See the weird shape that we have created. Let's press the OK key so you can see the shape. This is a surfacing feature here. As you see, it is now following two guide curves. Okay, then, ladies and gentlemen, those two features are the same features as you see here. Let me show it to you. Here we select the profiles, and here we select the guide curves. The same. Let me show you an example with this feature here. It is almost the same as the other feature, but in the surfacique there is an advantage in this feature. They are almost the same. But now let's give you an example. Let's work let's work on this plane here. Okay, let's try doing a shape like this. Try doing a real shape like this shape here. Okay, now we try to work on this one here. Make it bigger. Okay, get out of the sketch. Make a new sketch here. Wait a second, we have selected the wrong button. Select the plane tree, and then we try to work with a new sketch, and we can make it here. Make it like this, the opposite side. And now, as you see, we have two different shapes, and we can manipulate them as we want. Okay, as you see here, now we have those two sketches, and we can also create another 3D sketch here, and we can link them. Can link those 3D sketches. Can link them like this, like this one here, and we can also manipulate them by those, as you see, like this one here. We can make them more swift. See the shape. This is the surfacing capabilities. What can be done with the surfacing, and we also can do. We can also add. Let's make this one. Okay, you also can add lines here by selecting this, and this one here. Can make a line. See. Let's now try working with the boundary surface feature. Okay. Now we select those two. See what happened here? It is the same as this one, but this one is closed and this one is open. That is the difference between them. And there is another major difference in the boundary surface feature. It is more precise and more. It offers us more control over the sketches, as you see here. In this, in the boundary surface, we can add as many sketches and we can control them. It offers us the control of all the sketches added in the boundary surface. On the contrary side, the lofted surface only offers us the beginning, the first sketch and the end sketch. It does not give us the control over the ones in the middle. Okay, now we can select the other sketches here. Okay, and we can also add this one. Okay, see what happened here? By pressing the OK button, all of as you see here, it gives us control all over the sketch. We can make it a little normal, or we have total control over it, and it have a lot of control. Okay, then I think that's all for the boundary surface. As you see here, now we have this type of surface here. Okay, now let's pass to the next feature. We have the third surface. Here we select any boundary we want to select, like this one, and select the tangency, and it will be closed. No matter the shape, what is the shape, it will try to close that shape. Okay, see here? It will try to close that shape. And as you see here, in this floor here, we can see all those surfaces that have been working with. And this is a surface, this is a surface, there are a lot of surfaces, and depend on if third surface can work with a lot of surfaces. See here, it's not working right now because it needs a proper geometry to work with. See, we can if we have another sketch here, we can work with it. Okay, let's try making another sketch here, like this one here. Okay, let's go to the surfacing and get out of the sketch, and now third surface and select the sketch. As you see here, is now done. And we also have option to apply to all edges to make a tangent and to give it a curvature. Okay, then let's skip this one. Okay, we have the freeform feature also. The freeform feature, in order, let me show it to you. So the freeform feature will allow us to manipulate any surface we want, and we give it a curvature here. Let's give it one here, one here. Okay, we can add as many curvature we want, and we add points to that curvature, and then we can control the shape of the surface by that as you see. Okay, now by pressing that point here, we can control that shape. See what's happening here, and go to this one, and we also find the shape here. As you see, this is what the freeform feature do. It is not practical in the mechanical engineering a lot, because in the mechanical engineering we must always keep with the working with the good practical dimension. It is not. It's only for shaping and having a good design. We can work with freeform for that purpose only. And now let's continue. We also have the planar surface. Planar surface is the easiest feature to work with. We give it the any opening and it will be closed. Let me give you an example here. We select the tangency, or we select the loop, select the entire loop here. Loop. Here it has selected the wrong loop. Let's try selecting it manually. This one here, this one here, this one here, and this one here. See, it's working as simple as that. It will give us any planar surface we want. And now for the offset surface, it will give us an offset of any surface we want, like this one here, and we can change the direction, and we also can give it an offset value, any offset value desired, like this one here. But it will give us a shape. It will give us the derived shape of that feature. As you see, it is not the same. If we have a huge offset surface, the surface will be damaged. See, it's not the same. See, if we give it a huge value, the surface will be changing a lot. Let's give it 20. It will be good. See here what's happening. We have an offset surface. Okay. Now I will show you the ruled surface. Okay. the road surface. If we select any edge in that surface we want, and we give it a tangent, or let's take a straight surface. Let's try taking this edge here, road surface, and now take this edge and give it a normal value like this one. See, this is what the road surface do. It can create a road surface around any edge we want. We can make it tangent like this one here, or we can make it tap it to a vector, which means give it a direction, any direction we want. If we give it, select this surface, it will be giving us a direction to that surface here, and we can make it perpendicular to that vector, and we can also give it a sweep. There are a lot of options in the road feature. See here, sweep, and we can also give it any direction we want. We can give it here 0.5 and here 0.5. See what's happening? It will be working on taking the angle 0.5 in the x direction and 0.5 in the y axis. Okay, let's go to the next feature, the fillet feature. The fillet feature work on any kind of. Let me show it to you here. If we select this surface here and this surface here, and we give it a good value. Wait a second, we have to select the other. See here what happened. We selected wrong. We selected this surface here, and it is giving us the fillet around that surface code. So as I said, guys, the fillet, there are a lot of types of fillet. We can select them by selecting an edge like this, or selecting two surfaces like this, or make it variable with this one, or we can select here three surfaces, and they will be doing a big fillet with those three surfaces. Okay, then as you see here, if we go to any edge like this one here and try to select and give it a good value, let's pick another one. See what's happening here. This fillet function will apply on surfaces right now, because this one here is a surface, it's not a body. Okay, this is a fillet for surfaces. Okay, then let's go to the next feature, which is delete face. With this feature right here, we can delete any face. See, we can delete it immediately, very fast, and we can delete that face and make it. Let's see this function here. Let's edit this function. There are options to patch the deleted surface. If we patch it, which means we are going to replace it and trying to fix it. Okay, see here it is not possible since the form is a bit complex. The surface here is not. It is a single face, which means if we have those faces together, we can use this function here. We need to use first delete surface. Delete this function here will allow us to fuse those surfaces together like this and merge entities here. Okay, and by doing this, they have become one single surface together. Okay, we have a hard geometry condition. Let's try applying this function, need function, to another shape, more simpler shape, like this one here. Let's try delete clear selection. Then this one here. Let's try opening it right now. And now this is one single face. And let's try delete it. Delete and fail. See here, it is deleted and replaced See, this is replaced by another form of faces. See, it is not the same. It is trying to fill it with a proper geometry according to the geometry around it. Okay, now let's try replacing a face. As you see here, we can work with the, let's try make this a body. Select chain. We will be selecting this chain here, and we try to do a planar surface by selecting this chain. Okay, as you see here, now if we return this one here to the neat surface and select another one, select this one here, and we can also create a solid thanks to the neat function here. We merge, since it is closed, since the geometry is now closed from all sides, we can create a geometry. Okay, see here, now it is now a solid body. If we go to this floor here, we'll be seeing that this is a solid body right now, and we can work with it in the next function, replace face. And now we are going to select the body, or actually the surfaces that we are going to work with. This surface here, or this surface here, all the possible surfaces that we are going to work with, and then we are going to select the face that are going to be applied, and okay, and it must be we must pick a more simpler form. Let's try doing a simpler form. Let's do a simple body, other body. Okay, like this one here. Let's try also giving it an offset in the start condition, given an offset of maybe 14 this side. Okay, and try also to make it like this. Okay, now normally if we select this face here, and let's try doing the replace face feature, and try now selecting this face here and selecting this face here. Okay, now by pressing OK, see what happened here? The face has been replaced by the other one, and now if we hide those two faces, you'll be able to see that this body here have took the form of that surface. That's what the replace face do. Understand? And the delete tool, let me show you what let me show you. If we have this body here and we try to delete tools, example, if we have let's try this one here. We need actually to select a hole. If we go to this one here and try to this body here and try to make a hole inside the body. Okay, hole. Okay, now that we have a hole, we can delete that hole by this function here. Go to the hole and select the edge, or maybe go to the face here and delete and patch, and by doing that we'll be deleting the hole and fixing it. Okay, see what happened here? Now it is fixed. Okay, this function here actually is for the if we go to this delete face and try to remove it, and if we have a body here, since it is now knitted, since all this body here now is one single body, and we try to remove the knitting. Let's try to remove the create solid feature. Okay, now if we have a bed breaking, let me show you example. Let's try work on this surface here and doing a sketch, and let's try selecting this one here. Okay, remove material. Let's select, it's already selected to all, but we have to here. When we work on bodies, we need to delete, to trim, as you see here. If we trim this surface, now we can try see what happened here. Now that is done. See, now let me show you this trim function here will allow us to cut any surface with any tool, plane, sketch, or another surface. As you see, I'll be introducing it next. As you see here, the trim tool, select the surface, the plane, or the sketch, and here we select the surface that we want to cut, and here we select if we want to keep that selected one or we want to remove it. Okay, I selected the remove one, and now let's try working with this feature. And by selecting the loop, see what happened here. It is now closed. See what this feature will do. If we have this surface here and try doing the supreme key, see this one here, delete whole or delete feature. By delete whole, we will be doing this feature here, and we only press the supreme key and OK button, and it will be done rapidly. See, now that's what this function do. This function will allow us to repair any form of breaking inside the surfaces. Okay, then let's try doing the extend surface feature here. By doing the extend surface feature, we need to select an edge we want to work with, like this one here. See, it is doing an extension to that surface and following the path of that surface in the space. And here we can select up to a point, up to a surface or a distance, and instead of the same surface, taking that surface and extending it, we can make it also linear. But here it is not possible, since it is a bit the form is it is a bit weird, the form. We can't do the linear one. Okay then. And let us go to the next. As I showed you, the trim function. Let's try doing it right now by selecting the trim surface. Okay, now we select the desired trim tool, like a plane, example plane, and then we select if we want to remove this one or this one. And we have here selected the remove. By selecting this one, it will be removed. And if we select the keep, by selecting it will be kept up. The underline will be removed. Okay, understand right now? Okay, that's how it works. Let's try removing a section. Okay, let's try removing this one, bottom one. Okay, done. This is what the trim tool do. We will be able to remove any surface by sketches or planes or another surface. Okay, and this tool here will allow us to extend also any surface by a percentage. We select this edge, and we can extend that surface as desired, like we see here. Here, unfortunately, it does not work on weird surfaces like this one here. See, and this one, it only work on the linear edges, almost linear. Okay, this is what this function do, and it will give us a percentage. Work on this one here, and it will work without any problem because the shape is very weird. Okay, that's what the interim function do. And now we have the net. Let's return to the net. Like I've told you before, the net function, we need to net any type of surfaces we want, like this one here. See, it is already one form. If we select this loop here, let's select this loop, tangency. Okay, let's select the planar surface, and okay, it is now a new surface here. And by selecting the wind net feature, we will select those both bodies, and selecting this one, and you will have the merge entities and the create solid option here. That's how it works. We can either merge entities only, and we can also set those surfaces now are presented closed shape. We don't have any kind of open face. They are all closed. We can create a solid. Okay, that's how it works. They are now in the same body. See, and if we select this, remove the create solid, you will be able to see it as the same surface. See here, they are now one surface. Understand right now? Okay, it is very clear. Let me show you the other function here. We also have the since they are now the same surface, we have also the thickening feature. By selecting the face here, we also have the possibility of merging the result and create a solid from the approached volume. And by doing this, it will be transforming that surfacique shape to a solid. And we can also do a thickness in the inside. Or see here, this is the inside, this is the middle one, and this is the exterior one. And we can also select the thickness that we want. Let's say the middle one. Okay. See what happened here? Now it is like a shell. Let's try cutting it with a plane. And this function here, it is now a shell feature of 2 millimeters. See? It is now a shell function of 2 millimeters. And if we go to the thickening again and try to make it a solid volume, it will be now a solid. See? That's how it works, the thickening function. Okay. That's how it works. Now it is a solid. It is not a. If we remove the crate, it will be now a shell. Okay, see what's happening here. Okay, we also have the thickened cut, which means if we have a, let's make another example of surface here. If we have a surface, let's try making this one here. Try making it very clear. Okay, surface, extrude surface, and we can create maybe 50 here, the other side, maybe 400. Okay, as you see right now, this is a surface and it is inside the body. And we can give it a thickness here, or we can give it a thickness cut. What is thickness cut? Okay, let me show you what is thickness cut. We'll be selecting this surface and giving it a thickness. And it will be removing the material with that thickened surface. See, now it is like that surface. It will have been given, as you see here, a thickness of 2 millimeter. Okay. Here we selected the middle plane, which means it is now 4 millimeter. If we select this one only, it will be 2 millimeters. See here, it is 2 millimeters right now. Okay, then let's go to the next function. We also have the function of cutting a surface with cutting a body with a surface. Let's try removing the thickened cut function, and we return to that surface that we have done and try to make it cover the entire body. Okay, like this. Okay, then as we see right now, okay, here if we select this function and select the surface, and we can manipulate by the flash here. We want to remove this side of body, or we can remove the other side of the body. Okay, then let's remove the bottom one. See, now we have removed the bottom one, and we kept the one above, the top. Okay, see here, that's what this function do, the cut with surface. Okay, I think that's all for this one. Here, with this feature, we'll be able to create a middle surface. By selecting two surfaces, we'll be able to create the one between them both. And we have also the percentage. We can make it 60% or 70%. That's all for this function. I think this is all for the surfacing. I almost presented all the features in the surfacing bodies, and I will be leaving a link in the description for SolidWorks certification surfacing material. So you'll find it in the link in the description in my YouTube channel. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.